Well, looky here. Who decided to work today? It's Carol. I wonder if darker sticker backgrounds do have an effect. Although, like, the Animal Crossing ones weren't that dark. I don't know. This is cutting on slow mode right now. I just didn't turn on fast mode because I don't have many sheets to cut. And, you know, why not start slow in case something goes horribly wrong? So yes, it is Tuesday. Carol here, my Cricut, was being a bit of a butt initially because I couldn't get the Cricut to power on. And then I remembered, I was like, oh yeah, last time I was struggling to power it on too. I had to maneuver the cable in the back at just the right spot and then it would work. But it wasn't like super finicky, like, you know, with headphones when they get all finicky. I just had to turn it one way and then it was fine and it worked. But this, today, no way it was working, so it took me a while to get her to turn on. And I ended up using a different power cable because thankfully I had something similar. That's the original one. I have one here that is actually for an external hard drive. And I plugged it in, hit power, it didn't work, and I went, no! And then I tried a second time, and it worked. So, was it the power cable? I don't know. Also, I was gonna cut the stickers in my last art stream, but I ran out of time and I had a meeting right at 2, so I had to stop the stream on time. And so I didn't end up saving my file because by default your Cricut design files don't save, and so I lost what I had done to set up the file. And so this spacing between the two sticker sheets, I had to just eyeball it and hope that I made my new file the exact same because I already printed off the sheets. And thankfully it was perfect. Like, it cut the second sheet perfectly and it read the registration marks perfectly. Like, this never happens. The power thing took a while to deal with, but then that was good. I guess that's just one sheet. I shouldn't get too excited, but I'm excited. I don't have that many to make though because I need 4 for this first round of mystery boxes. I don't think the 4th person got back to me, by the way. I gave him a week to get back to me. I gotta double check that. See, because I know at least 3 people responded saying, yes, I'm doing the mystery box. I can't remember if the 4th did. I'll double check it. Otherwise I gotta pick a new name. So really I only need 4 of these sheets, unless I give everyone 2 of each sheet, but I was gonna give them some of my other stickers. Although for future mystery boxes, I will need them. That's why I figured why not make more while I have my Cricut out. Plus I thought the Cricut would miscut some of them, so I printed out 8 sheets. See, sometimes how precise your cuts are also depends how you stick this down. You wanna make sure your sheet is super straight. But what's so weird is I find that if I align the sheet perfectly aligned with the side white line, it doesn't align with the top one quite right. So I try to do an in-between, and I'm like, is it the paper? Because every Cricut mat does this, so I'm like, it can't, I don't think Cricut makes their lines crooked. It might be my paper that's crooked. Like, maybe it doesn't have perfect 90-degree angles, I don't know. Okay, let's see if this works. Come on, Carol, you can do it. Good. Good. Looking good. Yeah, I don't know. Carol likes this sticker sheet. Although it makes me wonder, for like the cute food ones, they do have a light background. I wonder if I struggled with those ones or not. I will be selling some stickers in my online store eventually. Not fan art ones, unless I decide to just sell off convention leftovers, which maybe I will, because I have a lot. I'm sold out of the Evolutions, but there's a lot of the My Hero and Kingdom Hearts ones left over. And some Sailor Moon, and then the rest are original, I think. Or there's Animal Crossing. I think there's a few Animal Crossing. Sorry, I keep turning my head away from you guys to talk to the vlog camera. I'm streaming. Is Midna still up here? Nope, she left. She was in the hammock. They haven't used the hammock since we first got it. And I was thinking, huh, maybe I should take that hammock down and put it somewhere else. Suddenly today, Midna's using it, and I was like, So, I cursed myself. Everything was going just fine. The sheets I cut off, I realized as I was on the second or so, the second sheet, after the second one cut, I realized my Cricut was not cutting deep enough into my vinyl because maybe the blade's getting dull, I don't know. And so I put it to a slightly deeper setting, cut it still wasn't deep enough. So I went deeper, still wasn't deep enough. And then I was out of sheets, so I had to print off more. And they're darker now. I can't get them to be as light as before, even though it's the exact same print settings. I'm baffled. It still looks cute. It's just not quite as pastel. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. And now Carol won't read the registration marks. She was reading them just fine. You were just fine, Carol. What happened? The one thing I haven't tried is where I print it off centered or nudge to the right, but then in the file, the cut file, have it nudged to the left. She sometimes reads the registration marks better that way, but she was doing just fine with the registration marks not nudged. So I was like, let's leave it. If that's what's working, let's leave it. None of our variables have changed other than printing off a new sheet. We could have had it all. Roland Emily. Yeah. I could do my black paper trick that I do. Sometimes I put a piece of black paper over the black line. It helps her read it. Sometimes it helps. She's mad that we sharpened the blade, or attempted to at least. Sing me the song of my queen. Guys, it's the backings for my enamel pins. Well, I did 5 technically. I did a lone copy, which was not pastel. Then I did 4 more, the first of which is dark, and the other 3 aren't. I'm so confused. These ones are more pastel-y, but... Okay, you know, I don't know what's going on here. What's going on here, Keek? Okay, I powered Carol off. Powered her back on. I think the paper trick worked. We're on slow mode for the cutting, but I stuck a piece of thin strip of black paper right here. Alright, it is the end of the stream. I got 8 sticker sheets done, which is what I wanted. That's not much at all for how long I was doing the stickers. Like, I did a lot of chatting at the beginning of the stream for the first hour, kind of like catching up with people and what have you. But still, I spent like 3 hours on these 8 sheets. There were so many ruined ones because like I was messing with the cut depth. I think I just need a new blade because mine must be getting dull. I tried a trick that I was told about. You can stab a ball of tinfoil. I don't know if that worked. I was like feeling the edge and I was like, I don't know if it feels any different. And I stabbed it many a times. It just feels like it's going to make it more dull, but I don't know. I've also tried using tinfoil to sharpen my circle cutter for my buttons, and I didn't notice a difference. It just kind of clogged everything and made it harder to press buttons. I have a lot of scraps. I was cutting up some of them. Like these were the test prints that never were set up for being cut with the Cricut. I was just cutting them out with scissors. Because I can reuse a lot of these duds. I can still use them to decorate my own stuff or to decorate the packages that I'm going to be sending. Like I can stick them to the box. Hey, baby. So I have a bunch here. Like look at all these. So many. Some of them I can still just peel off the sheet. They're just going to be harder to peel because some edges aren't cut. And then others I just have to cut out with scissors. We'll see. We'll see. I'll salvage them somehow. Because normally if I have defective sticker sheets, I can sell them as defective. Like if they're not quite cut all the way through, that could be considered defective. There is a point of no return where it's too defective and I won't sell them. But these specific ones are not for selling. And so if there's a ruined sheet, like... I can't really do anything with it other than just sticking it onto random surfaces. What a little baby. What a little sucky baby. And yes, I found the charger for this camera, so I can vlog using this camera again. One of my next videos, well, maybe not one of the next ones, but one I'm going to start on soon is a diamond painting, which is down here. It's gigantic. I didn't know diamond painting gemstones were this tiny. I thought they were a little bit bigger than that, and there's thousands in here. Like there's one color they sent me over 5,000 of. Like why? What? I should have got one that was smaller. I got 40 by 60 centimeters because I don't know, I wanted there to be enough detail in this. I didn't want it to be one where you couldn't make out what the art is because it's this one, it's the good boy art. So I wanted it fairly big, but I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna take forever, you guys. Oh my god. It's something I can chip away at in my live streams though, which is nice. But my very next video is going to be me trying coloring books from various YouTubers. I have a whole bunch of books here. So I'm going to test those out. I'm going to work on this today. I'm going to start coloring in some of the pages just to test it out. And I got in backing cards for my enamel pins. And I'm dumb because I forgot to order thank you cards. Like, I didn't make any new ones yet. And I just didn't really think about it. And I did the exact same last time I ordered backings for enamel pins. I didn't order thank you cards. I'm like, wow, I did the exact same thing again. Because I want to design some new ones. I'm thinking of using up my existing ones, but they have the old branding. And then I'm like, well, should I just transfer over all the branding and just recycle the old ones? I don't know. Either way, I need more. Holy moly. Ah. These are probably the ones for the male cat. Like the mystery box ones. Because I ordered 50, or is it 100? I don't know. I don't know how many fits in here. I ordered the lowest quantity, which is odd because for only $2 more you can get 500. So for most of them I ordered 500. Yeah, this is the male cat. You've got mail. They all look like this. They're just either cats or bunnies, and there's various colors. Actually, I want to see how the mermaid one turned out. Because, oh, I can't tell which one's which. Because that one was multicolored. Oh, yeah. Okay, I like that. Not sure how it will compare on camera to real life. Swing, swing. They're nothing fancy. It's just like a basic business card. There's no gold foiling or spot UV or anything. A regular glossy business card. My pins just keep getting delayed. They should hopefully be mailed out soon. Really, they should have been here by now. It typically takes about 5 weeks from the time I order them to when I receive them. It's been longer. I've already been messaged by the people. Hopefully the male cat ones just take the typical 5 weeks. They did quote like the 20 to 22 days. I think that's supposed to be business days, and that's just until it's manufactured. Then it has to ship, although they usually send it at a pretty fast shipping speed, so it doesn't take too long. And oh my god, I only drank half my coffee. Burr, 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 burr. I have a sweater on already, but I'm putting my robe on too. I've got 2 robes. I have this big fluffy blue one, which is when I need to be really warm. And then I have that pink Baylee one that has the short sleeves. That's when I don't really need much warmth, mostly just want some cover and a bit of warmth. This is my, oh my god, it's freezing, I need a thick fluffy robe. I got some lunch. I just reheated some chicken pot pie and sausage from yesterday. The sausage was from our brunch and the chicken pot pie was from supper. So we ate that, and I came back in here and responded to some emails, and I ordered some different sticker paper. I just want to try some different stuff because my glossy stuff is a little finicky with the Cricut, because glossy stuff just is finicky with it. When it's trying to detect lines, it shines a little light at it, and so glossy stuff can reflect. I'm trying some other glossy papers. I just want to see what they're like. Maybe there's something out there that's a bit less glossy that would work better. So the first thing I ordered was the exact same paper I already have, the Photo Paper Direct inkjet vinyl, but I ordered the matte vinyl. I'm just scared it's going to be too matte because I've had matte vinyl from a different source before, and it almost feels like a paper texture, the front of the sticker. I want it to have a coated feel, like a smoothness to it. So we'll see if it's more on the smooth side or more on the papery side. And then I ordered some samples from Online Labels because they send samples for free. So I'm trying 4 different papers, 2 of which are glossy, but you know, maybe it's a glossy that'll work better with my machine. I'm only getting 3 sheets of each, and so it's, you know, we'll see. Cutting 3 sheets isn't gonna tell me whether or not it works, because it might work just fine, then I order in bulk and suddenly it's not working. But 2 are matte, 2 are glossy, and 1 of each type is weatherproof, and then the other is just kind of standard. So I can try those out, see what the print quality looks like on them, see what the finish is like, and see if I want to switch to something other than what I have. I do still have a ton of the glossy vinyl. Oh, and the other ones I ordered, the ones I ordered from Online Labels, I don't think they're vinyl. Not that I necessarily need that Vinyl's just nice. It's thick. It's almost kind of rubbery. It's very durable. Yeah, I have a lot of this stuff left though. Look at that. Oof. And that is that. So next I'm going to color in my coloring books. I also want to tinker with OBS a little bit because I have my new filming setup where I connect my cameras to my computer and capture the video using OBS. Well, today when I went to do my live stream, I couldn't get it to work. I don't know why. It's worked just fine in the past, and today I just couldn't get anything to work. I want to try messing around with my sources in OBS because I had that same issue with my face cam that sits by my computer. That just suddenly wouldn't work, but it turns out it was a problem where I had the same camera added to a different scene but under a different name, and so there's like conflicts with that. So I'm gonna look into that and see if I can get it to work because I kind of want to invest in a second one of these cameras so I can do the side view, but like this is making me nervous when stuff's not working, so I want to get it working. Plus I'll need that for tomorrow. Today this is just B-roll kind of footage, so I can just do top downs with the existing camera but just record it to a SD card, and then I can take this camera to do the side views. Okay, I've gotten some things fixed with this. It was actually fairly simple to fix. I just went through my scenes, and the only camera that was being used twice under different names was this one, and this one just worked like right away. So I don't know if that was a fluke or if it was some issue with the other camera, but it's working now. So I can do top down being recorded to my computer, and then I can do the side views with this camera. This is definitely not gonna be all colored today. I don't know why I even thought that in the first place earlier today when I was thinking of my schedule. I was like, oh, color today, do voiceover tomorrow, and then I'm like, no, wasn't I originally gonna spend like 3 days on the coloring or something? I guess just as much time as I need. Because I also remembered that I don't want to test just markers in all these books. I also want to test pencils. That doesn't mean I'm going to do a whole page in pencils. I might do like a full page in marker and then a partial page in pencil just to see what it's like. Because otherwise I'm going to be here forever. This is so relaxing. I'm just having this moment of like, wow, I'm coloring in a coloring book for a living right now. Yeah. I'm working. Earlier I went out to the living room because Christian called me and he wanted his water bottle refilled, and he was watching Love It or List It Vancouver, and the episode was about half done, but I got sucked in and watched the rest of it. And I was like, hey, I need to stop with these distractions. And he was like, but I like it because then you're here with me. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. But also I have to work on my videos. The more time I spend out there during the day, the later I'm going to have to stay in here tonight. But I just thought that was cute. I'm also going to whip something up for supper. I don't know what yet. I'll think of something. It's exciting when Christian's actually home for supper because then I can cook for two. I'm usually very boring with my meals because I'm just cooking for myself. Because he's typically gone for lunch and supper. How can I resist petting the baby? How can I resist petting the baby? I was gonna finish coloring this page and then go make supper. Now there's Kiki slowing down my progress, delaying supper. Oh, but she's so cute. She's so cute. Since Kiki was being so persistent, I ended up getting up and making supper, came back, finished my coloring, and started on another one. And I'm gonna stop for the night though, because it is 10 o'clock. I'm just gonna go chill with Christian, I guess, for the rest of the night. So that's it for this vlog. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. The ball went over the fence, and Christian hopped the fence to go get it. And this is a tall fence. It's like 6 feet or almost 6 feet. Anyway, he hops over the fence and just lands badly, I guess. And he ended up breaking his ankle. We didn't know for sure if it was broken initially, but he was